On this place we call Earth, a lot of drama has unfolded and a lot of water has flown under the bridge. Nyanza Province, Kenya was the birthplace of a revelation no one ever thought was possible. A young man of Luo lineage who carried his boots of nativity with pride under the name Barack Obama met Ann Dunham in Hawaii. After convincing Ann Dunham that he was the sugar in her tea, they settled down and shaped Hussein Obama's fetters. August 4th, 1961, Barack Hussein Obama was born. Then came the tough moment in Barack's parents' lives. Barack Obama Sr. went to Harvard and Ann walked down the aisle with Lolo Soetoro, an Indonesian student from the same university, and in 1967, the family moved to the Indonesian capital where Maya Soetoro, Barack's half-sister, was born. Barack plodded with a different language altogether while undergoing schooling at a Jakartan school. He later returned to Hawaii to stay with his maternal grandparents and subsequently topped it by uniting with his mother shortly before she succumbed to ovarian cancer. In 1979, Barack got his first taste of racism and the adverse effects of racial discrimination, and in an attempt to explore the roots of his father, he visited his grandmother in the small town of Kogelo, Nyanza Province, in the early 1980s. Barack described how he struggled to reconcile social perceptions of his multiracial heritage. He admitted using alcohol, marijuana, and cocaine during his teenage years owing to the many delusions created on his unripe mind and the fatal death of his biological father in 1982. Upon finishing high school, Barack studied at the Occidental College in Los Angeles for 2 years before moving to the Columbia University in New York City, where he graduated with a major in political science and a specialization in international relations. Later, in 1988, Barack joined Harvard Law School and became the first black president of the Harvard Law Review. Barack Obama met Michelle Robinson in 1989 while she was mentoring a summer associate from Harvard. Barack didn't have much interest in corporate law, but did have a lot of interest in Michelle. After playing the proverbial cat-and-mouse game for several years, Barack and Michelle finally decided to settle down and get married on October 18, 1992. 7 years later, Malia Ann Obama, the first daughter, was born, and 2 years later, little Sasha was born. In 2004, Barack decided to run for the US Senate seat. As Barack's name recognition rose, voters took a liking to the bright, charismatic senator. He won decisively in the March primary, dispatching the other 6 candidates. On January 5, 2005, Barack was sworn in as a senator. He ranked 99th out of the 100 senators in terms of official seniority. 2006 saw the return of Senator Barack Obama to Kenya to visit his grandmother, Sarah Obama, whom he had a close relationship with. In February 2007, he declared that he will be running for the post of the President of the United States. Some of his advocacies were an end to the war in Iraq, a universal healthcare mechanism, and increased energy independence. Like rainwater upon fire, on November 7, 2008, thousands of Americans trickled into voting stations to cast their ballot. Americans waited to see who would triumph, and after majority of the votes were tallied, Barack Hussein Obama was declared the winner of the presidential elections, and he became the president-elect of the United States of America. Let it be told to the future world that in the depth of winter, when nothing but hope and virtue could survive, that the city and the country, alarmed at one common danger, came forth to meet it. This is the source of our confidence, the knowledge that God calls on us to shape an uncertain destiny. On January 20th, 2009, President-elect Barack Obama was sworn in as the 45th President of the United States of America.
I, Barack Hussein Obama, do solemnly swear, preserve, protect, and defend the Constitution of the United States.
So help you God?
So help me God.
Congratulations, Mr. President.
And his name was written all over the history books as the first African American to ever sit in the highest office in the land. With hope and virtue, let us brave once more the icy currents. In this hope lies the American emancipation, and also in this hope lies the fresh grooming of a restless idealism across the global divide.